I gotta remember to hide Kyrandia because it likes to eat up my screen when I start Arcade Spirits for some reason. There we go. Arcade Spirits, there you are. There you are. Taking a while to start up. I did this last time, didn't it? It was a little finicky. Oh, there it goes. Oh. I'm a little sad. Because so I have to wear my, I explained this yesterday, but I have to wear my, my headset a little bit lopsided because I got an ear piercing and, it's still healing and I don't want to, compress it. But that means I can't experience the full glory of this opening theme song, which I sing the praises of every time I start this game. That's okay. Small price to pay. Alright. Let's get my chat up. There it is. Oh man, every time. I cannot get over how great this theme song is. I love it. Anyway, good evening everyone! Welcome to our, welcome to Backlog Day, where I'm playing Arcade Spirits. And, there were some developments last time. Shit happened. Things hit the fan. We lost the Funplex as well. First we lost Francine. Then we lost the Funplex. And then we're like, you know what? Fuck that Dekonami guy, we're opening a better Funplex with blackjack and hookers. Except, replace blackjack and hookers with the restaurant and Hamza. I don't know. Also, yeah, so we're in opening day right now. And also we got or Queen Bee rather, got a letter from the Four Heavenly Kings inviting her to live in their team house with them, which is great for her, but it also means that it means possibly bad things for our relationship. So we have a lot of stuff to deal with right now. Let's jump right into it. Alright. Check the history real quick. Is anything? Yeah, so... Yeah, crowd. Whole bunch of people coming to our new place that we just opened up. Hello, Gretstar! After a few minutes of final checks around the place, I decided to move into phase 2, meet and greets around the arcade. I walked the arcade like I did in my floor attendant days, talking with folks and making sure everything's running smoothly. Although I could probably track down Queen Bee, too, assuming she wants to talk yet, which may not be the case. Papayaplex is my domain, open to my exploration. Where should I visit first? Let's see. Gavin and Percy hang out at the restaurant. Naomi's fixing Teo's dance game, which seems to have crashed. No, Teo, you've already broken things. Queen Bee and Ashley are talking with some arcade newbie. You know what? Let's give Queen Bee a little space for now. Let's go bother Naomi and Teo. Most of the time I'm drawn to Showtime stage because of the flashing lights and the hit beats, not because it's completely silent. No music at all. As I approach, I see Naomi feverishly working to fix it. Seeing the whole thing without tune synced to its flashy lighting rig going is kind of depressing. And listening to Naomi mutter as she works, she undoubtedly feels the same way. Let me make sure if... Okay, good. My audio levels seem to be fine. It's a little hard to tell because, like I said, I'm wearing my headset a little lopsided.
Oh,
This was working fine earlier. Why isn't it working now? Oof. Fortunately, Teo was proving surprisingly knowledgeable about the inner workings of his favorite game. You may need to reimage the hard drive. I know some gray area websites where we can get a replacement copy of the files if needed. This is the third release version of Showtime Stage's software, right? Those are easier to come by than the more modern fourth version, oddly enough. The files aren't the problem. I think the hard drive itself was damaged in shipping, and if so, well, you might not be able to dance at all today. I'd have to order a new part. I'm sorry, there were just so many games to get up and running, and I must have missed this ticking time bomb of a hardware failure. Hey, it's cool. I don't need to get my groove on all the time. Showtime Stage is one of our flagship games. It's flashy, it's exciting, and Teo's dance moves bring the crowd in. Getting it working for opening day is a priority. Let's do this. Teo, do you know any sources for Showtime Stage hard drives? If you know where we can get the files discreetly, what about the physical drive? Teo, do you know where we could, pilfer one? As a Showtime Stage community manager, of course, I cannot advocate third-party mods in official Showtime Stage hardware. But I could probably hook you up with a few friends in town who develop their own homebrew replacement hardware. I bet I could wrangle up something that'll keep us rolling for a few days while Naomi orders a true replacement part from Corporate HQ in Japan.
Yeah!
That'd work. I bet I could doctor it to look official, too, just in case. I'll make some calls. You can count on me. We'll have this running in an hour or two. Teo, you're the best. So it'll take a bit of time, but we'll get our stage back in working order. Good. Maybe we'll get through opening day without any major problems aside from this. Before I go, I spot a gamer who's been watching, super curious about what's going on. I could swear I've seen this guy before, maybe in a crowd or something? Hey, is Showtime Stage really hosed? For now, yes, but we'll have it fixed up as soon as we can. Aw man, I wanted to get my groove on. That's a bummer. I might know a guy who knows a guy who can get you a replacement super cheap. Or, any game you want. Anything. As long as you, don't ask too many questions. This guy was at Deco Nami's place. I'm not sure if he was one of the ones who got in the fight. But they all had the same model, so it's hard to, so I don't remember exactly which one was which. I'm getting the feeling I'd be asking lots of questions. Generally, when people don't want questions asked, there's lots of questions which should be asked, yes? Yeah, but I'm just full of questions. Why is the sky blue? Where do babies come from? Are you a cop? Those sorts of questions. But really, are you a cop? Hey, I'm not one of those pigs, no way. Don't worry about it. You need my connection, you just look me up, okay? I'll be here all day. I like this place, it's got a little bit of everything. I'll just come back later to wow all the ladies with my hot style. Later. That was odd. But as he fades back into the crowd, I decide to move on. Where should I visit next? We'll save Queen Bee for last. Give her plenty of time. Excuse me. Gavin and Percy are hanging out in the restaurant. Seeing as we decided to open the new arcade and restaurant in time for the lunch rush, it's difficult to spot Gavin and Percy in the crowd. But I managed to find them having sandwiches and chatting. Tanked. Completely tanked.
Much obliged.
I'm glad for your little tip. I was ready to invest a good chunk of my pocketbook in that company. All my hard work would have tanked right alongside it. This is par for the course of my siblings snatch-up technology companies. It's a pump and dump, in essence. They stir up excitement of the acquisition, then drop it once it goes cold. I've never seen one of their endeavors bear fruit for very long, thanks to their short attention spans. I'm glad I could save you the heartache.
Apologies.
No offense. I think I can handle a few accidental heart-related puns without going into cardiac arrest, my good fellow. But it's good to avoid a pothole on the road to finance, yes? All the better for the charities who will eventually profit from my own loss. I approached them in what seems to be a natural lull in the conversation, although talk of finances is in itself quite a downer. So, stock market talk?
Ah, indeed.
Indeed. I'd like to do my trades in the morning before I come to the arcade. Get all that bother over with so I can focus on Moopy. Afraid we're being astoundingly boring at the moment, Papaya. Just two overly serious gentlemen talking about finance. That's fine. I'm adulting at 110% efficiency today, having started a new business myself. I should probably learn about how, money works. Oh? What would you like to know about? Investments. How do I plan for the arcade's future? I'd like to invest in our future. Think long term, you know? Surviving for many years to come rather than jumping at the easiest profit I can. Any tips? A fine view to take. My own investments are preferably long term. Yes, I make moment-to-moment trades, but they're backed by the stability of stock bedrock. Even after I'm gone, I expect many of those to cash out gradually, and I've hired a phalanx of lawyers to carry out my wishes over the next, 30 years. Gavin, how about I show you my portfolio? Give you some ideas how to build up a nest egg for Papayaplex.
Thank you.
I'd be honored. I'll let you two handle the fine details. The two sink deeper and deeper into conversation about currency exchanges, fiscal policy, tax rate changes, and I start to lose consciousness. I admire their passion, but there's only so much adulting I can handle in one day, and I need to reserve some for later. It's then that I notice raised voices at a nearby table. Oh hey, it's her. It's not really an altercation or an incident yet, but they are talking a bit louder than others. Miss, I've run your credit card twice, and it was declined twice.
Man, this sucks.
Run it again. I'm telling you, it was working just fine earlier. I got tokens using it, see? See these tokens? Sensing an opportunity to provide excellent customer service and further prove my adulting chops, I step in to help. Hello, good morning. I'm the manager here. Can I be of some assistance? She looks awfully familiar. Have we met before? Oh, right. I invited her to check out my arcade, didn't I? Guess that's why she's here.
What's up?
Hey, good to see you. Love what you've done with this place. Just love it. But something's wrong with your credit card readers. My card's legit. I was using it earlier with no issues, but now it's all messed up and stuff. Can you help me? I can pay cash if I gotta. I'm not trying to duck and run on you, but I'd really prefer to use the card. Iris, how about you help her out? Iris, can you help her out with this issue? Fortunately, I happen to have an expert in all things digital in my employ. She can clear up your credit card problem nice and quick. Oh, Iris?
Iris, online.
Sure thing. Miss, could you please swipe your card across my screen? This takes the customer by surprise. She hesitates briefly before doing as asked. Right, you have an Iris. I remember that. Now processing. Please enjoy this recorded music.
Bad command or file name?
Huh, that's odd. It says your card was declined. Cancelled even.
No helping it.
I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding, but whatever. I've got cash. Plenty of cash. It's no problem at all. I'll take care of this myself. Thanks for trying. She quickly goes about her business, using a fistful of ones and various bits of change to pay her way through. She seemed a little eager to get out of here, actually. That's odd. Really odd. I might need to keep an eye on that one. With that matter settled, it's back to wandering the arcade. Where to next? Queen Bee! Love me! Near the center of the arcade, Ashley's showing off her new cosplay to Queen Bee. Oh my god! That is Sailor Moon as fuck, and I love it. Wow. Just wow. She's been keeping it a total surprise from all of us, working in secret on it. Impressive stuff. It seems to have attracted the attention of a brand new customer, at least. Uh-oh. Hey, look, Papaya, a real-life, in-the-wild newbie.
Hiya.
Welcome to Papayaplex. We're so happy to have you join us for opening day. Thank you. As much as I'd like to pull Queen Bee aside and talk things over with her, it's probably best not to air any dirty laundry in front of the customers. I'll just wait until it's a more opportune moment. Child, yes, you, young one, tell Papaya here what you told us. That I've, never used a joystick before in my life? I don't believe him. Also, I can't help but notice that he's got this ghost emblem on his vest, which that other dude had also, and which the teenager, what's her face, purple-haired teenager had on her shirt. There's a connection here. I mean, I've mostly been to Deco's Palace or played games on my phone, touchscreens and stuff. That's all. Oh right, because joysticks are a thing of the past in this setting. I forgot. Stolen card, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like maybe she got it from her dad and he canceled it or something so that she couldn't run up his balance, something like that. Or her mom, whatever. Or someone else. I've never really been much of a gamer, but all my friends are here today, so I was figuring I might try one out.
Whoa.
Never, not even once, played on a joystick. Can you believe it? Yes, we've all been there. No point in faulting them for it now. Aw, but that's just too cute! Ah, to be young and innocent again. And don't worry at all, Papayaplex is the right place to learn. We are a friendly, inviting sort of arcade, no mad skills required. Here, it's all about having fun. Oh, look at the little pixel hearts in her hair, that's so cute. It's a really good, like, well-designed costume, I love it. Oh yes, and you know it's super fun? Learning how to play Fist of Discomfort. Trust me. Want to go a few rounds? I'll even spot you some tokens. Seeing Queen Bee's con, Ashley quickly tries to offer something else. Or you could join me for a round or two of TMNT. Nothing like a friendly cooperative brawler game to ease you into things.
Nope. No way.
Best way to learn is to jump headfirst into the deep end, I say. No regrets, just mashing buttons and moving that joystick. And when you're starting with the hottest title, you've got a built-in community to learn from right at your fingertips. But turtles! Turtles who are ninjas! Looks like I might need to jump in and persuade this kid to choose a game. It looks like a deer trapped in headlights. Stuck in the crossfire. As much as I love Queen Bee, and always want to pick her option, I think this kid needs to start out a little bit less in the deep end. Queen Bee's kind of intense. I'm gonna aim him towards Ashley. You want some friendly fun? Ashley's right. Let's start you out right. 2 buttons, 1 stick, endless fun. Ashley, want to show our new friend Majesty of Mutants named after famous painters?
Yes!
Oh, do I? Let's go beat up some conveniently bloodless robot ninjas and get shell-shocked. Okay. Sure, lead the way. The newbie seems happy with his decision, even if it's just because they get to play with Ashley, who's a bit less intimidating. Ah, bleep. I was looking forward to decimating that newbie quite a bit. In a good-natured way, of course. I'm still learning from my teammates in 4HK, and I'm eager to pass some lessons on. Hey, Queen Bee, listen. About earlier. Oh yeah, also, plus now I get Queen Bee to myself.
Nope. No way.
No, not now. You go do your thing, and let me do mine. Can't argue that. Guess I'm stuck in limbo for now. Time for me to move on. Before I can continue my wanderings, Gavin pops up directly in my path. Boop! Like, literally. Stop whatever you're doing and look towards the doors without making it look like you're looking for anyone in specific. What? Okay. What am I pretending not to be looking for? Mrs. Jeanne de Fame. I have no idea who that is. The top arcade critic in the city. Her reviews can make or break an arcade easily. I didn't think she'd be coming today, as normally some little independent arcade is beneath her interest, but apparently she's made an exception. If we don't want to end up smeared across every website she writes for, I suggest you go play nice and show her all the positives of Papayaplex. Okay, I'm on it. Best foot forward. She's the redhead near the entrance with the handbag. Best of luck. I easily spot her, thanks to Gavin's cues. Considering this morning lacked the usual chaos I experienced on my first day at the Funplex, I'd say we're off to a great start. And I'm sure this reviewer will appreciate that. Wearing my most professional smile, I stroll over to the entrance. Oh god, it's her! You! I remember you! Oh no. Oh no! My dear, wonderful Josh had a miserable time in your arcade at that birthday party. You just stood back and let that horrible woman say terrible things about me. Well, this arcade was fun while it lasted. Might as well burn it all down to ashes and build a new arcade on those ashes 100 years from now after this blows over. Before I could try to defend myself, she holds up a hand to stop me. Now, while I seriously question the wisdom of allowing you to run an arcade and would love nothing more than to give you 0 stars and walk away immediately, I am unfortunately committed by ethical standards to stay and properly review your establishment in a relatively unbiased fashion. So as unpleasant as this may be for both of us, I suggest we remain professional, even if you've dug yourself a rather deep hole to climb out of, in my view. Understood? Even if I want to go on a tirade or chew her out, I've got to think of the arcade. This isn't some rando angry parent, not this time. It feels like chewing ground glass, but I need to swallow my pride on this. Understood. Excellent. What I need from you now is to stay out of my way. No special treatment or consideration. I need to observe your arcade as a disinterested outside party so that I can judge your facility and atmosphere. But rest assured, if I see some egregious mistake, I will bring it to your attention pointedly. My readers, likewise, will become very aware of your shortcomings. I do my best to support consumer activism, and that requires absolute honesty of any difficulties I observe. So until such time as I require you, I suggest we speak no further. Agreed? Sure. Fine. As you were, then. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Not only does she hate us right off the bat, but I can't even leap to the defense of what we've built here without antagonizing her further. I may need to talk with Gavin about how to save Papayaplex from an inevitable negative review. Nothing else I can do now but pray to the arcade gods that everything from here on out goes perfectly. Once again, I wander the floor, but this time, while it's all smiles and pleasantries on the outside, I'm left all alone, battling my thoughts. Okay, breathe. It's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. Besides, the morning wasn't too eventful. Who's to say the afternoon will be a disaster? Well, you know, statistically speaking. I love that she looks like Jessie from Team Rocket. And then the afternoon was a disaster. I knew I had spoken too soon the second I saw Gavin approaching me with a tinge of worry furrowing his brow.
Utterly ridiculous.
It shouldn't be possible for us to be out of nachos in the vending machines this fast, and yet we are. How do you put nachos in vending machines? Oh, I guess bags, okay. I have receipts for ordering exactly enough to fill them up, yet there were only a few bags in there. A missed delivery, perhaps? And that was the least of our problems. Papaya, we've got an electrical problem. 3 of the retro games have shorted out. I don't understand. I tested the power supplies, outright rebuilt a few of them. Unless someone's seriously scuffling their sneakers and shocking the coin boxes, we're talking a failure somewhere in our electrical wiring. Calamity after catastrophe, they just kept piling up. I'm smelling some sabotage.
What?
Oh, the toilets stopped working! All of them! We need to call a plumber fast, and not the one that jumps on turtles. Everything is not fine. What are we gonna do? This doesn't make any sense.
Well.
I'm freaking out. I'll admit that. I'm freaking out. Maybe we should close down for the day? Iron out the wrinkles? Try again tomorrow? We are hastily losing our grip on things, and if I don't say anything, we may as well call it quits. I must refocus our energy. Let's see. Command the troops! No. No way. We are not giving in just because of a few bugs in the system. We are the Funplex Expatriates, the proud crew of Papayaplex. I don't think that's the right way to spell expatriate in this case. Did we give up when Deco came knocking? Hell no, and we aren't giving up now. I want to hear some solutions. Talk to me. Ashley? The group exchanges nervous glances, then thankfully stops to breathe and think. Yeah. Yeah, this reeks of sabotage.
Ooh.
I will become the plumber we need. I mean, not exactly, but I'll grab a plunger and do what I can. We'll have to close down the bathrooms for now, but I'm sure we can convince one of our neighbors to loan us theirs, maybe? I'll check next door with them before I go do battle with our demonically possessed toilets. Ashley, you are taking a bullet for us, and I appreciate it. You get a raise. Everybody gets a raise. And while I'd say this vending machine issue is human error, I have enough faith in my own error checking to say this human is not responsible. I'll make some calls with our distributors and see where the chain broke down. Also see about ordering some quick replacement stock. Mine's a bit more complex. I need to replace the fried power supplies, but I can do that. I can do most of those today. Meanwhile, I'll put a feeler out to the indie arcade community online, see if we can get an electrician with arcade experience out here quickly. I've been meaning to get back into our online groups, and even if it means popping my head up in the crowd, I'll do it. Okay, good solutions, people, good solutions. I won't be able to work the floor while I'm taming our restrooms, Papaya. Are you good with covering for me? Things seem to be getting more intense as the day picks up. You three focus on your tasks at hand. I may be the boss, but I was a floor attendant originally. I can handle whatever Papayaplex throws at me. Got it? Gotcha! But I'm changing out of this first. I don't want to get poo blood all over our new mascot. Toodles! I'm on it! You can count on me. Yes, good. Do not plunge toilets in that rad cosplay, Ashley, please. With all three busy, that leaves me in charge of every problem that may emerge for the rest of the afternoon. No way to tap out with someone to help me with these situations. I need to work fast to hit every problem before it's too late. Can't leave any stones unturned this time. No risk of letting something spiral out of control. But I'm ready. I mean, I have to be. No choice. Feeling freshly invigorated, I start my floor trek. There are problems all around me, but what should I tackle first? Let's see. Cursing and banging, more cursing, and bunnies. Let's do the beating up a machine thing first. As I hear the clang and bang of someone assaulting a cabinet, I see Percy holding up a finger to grab my attention. I motion for him to join me, and he does. Thank goodness. I tried to grab Ashley, but she was in a hurry, brandishing a plunger like it was some sword. There's so much going on right now. What's happening? Some hooligan's working his way down the retro games, yelling at them and smacking around the joysticks like they're speed bags. I swear he's going to knock over our joust. That's how hard it was shoving that cabinet. People have been avoiding going near him ever since he started raging out. It's causing quite a scene. I'll take care of it, Percy. Thanks. Be careful, love. I don't like the looks of this one. He places a hand on my shoulder in solidarity before leaving. Aw, Percy. You're a sweetheart. This happens more often than you'd think. Someone getting so mad at the game that they start smacking the cabinet around. Unlike pinball, which will go to tilt mode to punish you, the only justice to be found here is my justice. I am the arcade law! You stupid bleeping piece of bleep game! I totally jumped over that bleeping barrel. Bleeping stupid monkey bleep and his bleeping barrels. Even if, well, I'm a little less than eager to bring the law down on this guy. I am in awe of the size of this lad. He probably eats 6 whole hams for breakfast and bench presses pickup trucks for fun. But I know my duty. I know what I must do. Yeah. Out. Okay, that's enough. You, out, now. Right, you're done. Get out of my arcade, we're finished here. Excuse me? Did I hear that right? Oh good, just what I needed right now. From the corner of my eye, I spot Mrs. Defame watching. I better stand firm. You heard me. I'm the manager here, and I reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. So bounce your ass on out the door before I have it bounced out by the cops. You little... But, oddly, his attention is diverted to something or someone behind me. It's only for a couple of seconds, but his whole demeanor changes after that. Fine. He storms off, deciding he'd rather have the last word than argue it further. I turn to see who or what exactly changed his mind with a sharp glance, but the crowd's too thick. Whoever or whatever it was is gone now. And Mrs. Defame returns to the crowd without a comment, hopefully quietly approving of my law-bringing. We'll see. That was odd, but I guess a win is a win. Now then, what problem to address next? Queen Bee! Quit swearing! I mean, I know it's like what you do, but quit it. We've talked about this before. Are you bleeping kidding me? Queen Bee casts a sharp glare at someone who's about to play the idle fisted discomfort machine she's guarding, dissuading them. Then looks down at her phone again, frantically keying in commands. Right, that's sorted out. What's going on? Some bleep tried to hijack my streaming account. I don't get it. Naomi and I put together those dinky mini-computers to stream game video ourselves. I made the security recommendations myself to avoid this sort of thing. But it looks like our new experimental tech to allow celebs like me to walk on up to a game and start streaming it has a few holes. I stepped away for a few minutes to hit the bathroom, which is a disaster zone by the way, and got an alert on my phone that someone tried to log into my account. If they didn't count on my two-factor authentication at least. He did, yeah. All of those, I think all of those, like that one model or sprite, because there's like, I think there's 3 of them, right? We saw 3 or 4 of them, maybe, at Dekonami. So, yeah, I think they all probably have ghosts on their jackets. I'll admit I'm not Silicon literate enough to know how the streaming rig these two came up with works. I just allocated some R&D funding for them to make it happen. The specifics are beyond me. Apparently the trouble's drawn the attention of the ever-watchful Mrs. Defame. Wonderful. Okay, Naomi's busy fixing up power supplies, but grab her and ask her to turn off the streaming add-on for now, just until we sort this out. Great. Just great. Today could not be worse for you and me, could it, Papaya? Let's just get on with it and solve the problem directly in front of us. With Naomi busy and Ashley battling toilets, I've only one option to turn to for technological assistance. Iris, can you check the security camera footage? See who messed with the Fist of Discomfort machine while Queen Bee wasn't looking. Maybe that'll help.
Iris, online.
Already on it! I've been analyzing the video feeds ever since she mentioned hacking was afoot. Nobody hacks my friends and gets away with it. It looks like the next person to approach the machine was a tall man with blue sunglasses. You think he did it? He accessed the USB slot streamers used to log into our new tech, but wasn't streaming anything, or even playing the game. He just plugged in a small device, waited, then left. From the access logs, I'd say he's our culprit. I'm on it. Thanks, Iris. Yep. There's another one of them. And there's the ghost again. It doesn't take long to track the guy down. For starters, there's his rather unique fashion sense. Also, he's plugging into another of our stream-friendly games without playing it. That's an extremely obvious tell. Kinda hard to give him benefit of the doubt, or even a second chance. He clearly broke the rules of the arcade. Although he looks like the sort who could break me if I break the news to him badly. I should choose my words wisely, ones that involve me staying in one piece. Let's see. Police or leave? Well, let's go with, I'm afraid I need to ask you, sir, I'm afraid I need to ask you to leave. No sense letting this guy off the hook. We keep this simple and clean. Sir, I'm the manager of this arcade, and I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Now. Immediately, he straightens up, looming large over me in rather threatening fashion. I'm sorry, what was that? Manager? You telling me to leave? You heard me. At first, I think he's going to bounce me out the door instead of bouncing himself, but with a growl, he backs down. Fine. It's your call, buddy. Yours alone. And he walks right on out the door without another word. I am left in a state of utter confusion at our exchange. That seemed suspiciously easy. But a win is a win. With that in the bag, I quickly look around to see if there are any other nearby problems I can address. The video wall keeps showing pictures of bunnies? The retro television-based video wall was an idea I came up with during renovations. Naomi runs the whole thing off a cheap mini computer too. Practical and inexpensive, and it gives it just the perfect amount of flair. And I've been pretty proud of it up until this moment. For some reason, it's showing a nature documentary about cute and fluffy bunnies instead of retro music videos and arcade high scores. I mean, I don't see the problem here. Not that bunnies are a bad thing necessarily, there are so many worse things that could be playing, but it's still not playing what I want it to play. Something's amiss. And as I'm hunting around for the remote control we keep at the prize desk, Teo approaches. Bunnies, huh? Yep, bunnies. Interesting choice, Sophia. Not my choice, Teo. I'll have it fixed in a moment. Okay, cool. I was wondering if we'd suddenly experienced a paradigm shift in arcade theming or something. The bunnies are really cute, though. Grabbing the remote, I flick it back to Channel 3, which should take the video feed from Naomi's system, and it flips back to the bunnies on Channel 5 a few seconds later. Persistent, aren't they? Almost like the rabbits themselves. So I click back to Channel 3, and nope, once again it reverts back to 5. Okay, clearly we're dealing with a master hacker, one who can modify Naomi's system despite having no physical access to it. An individual capable of truly hacking the planet. Yeah. Or it's a prankster with a universal TV remote. I've got one of those myself. Helps me to turn off overly loud TVs in bars to drown out the beats of whatever game I'm playing. Not that I would ever do that, mind you. Just in case. But with great power comes great responsibility, and clearly whoever's forcing us to watch this lacks the latter. How about I go subtly check the crowd to see if anybody's got a clear line of sight and is pointing a gadget at the video wall each time you change it. I'm strapped for help, so I'm not going to deny Teo's offer. Sure, go for it. The war for remote control continues for another minute, back and forth from music videos to documentaries about rabbits. And now it's showing them mating. Ah, I knew it! which I'm seriously hoping does not count as pornography, or it'll be yet another black mark against us with a certain arcade critic. It's only been a few minutes, but it feels like an eternity of copulating Lego morphs before Teo returns. Found him. Orange jacket, standing near the pinball section. Thanks, Teo. No worries. Anything for you, Papaya. Mwah. I roll up the sleeves on my hoodie, ready to put an end to this. Oh, hey! Wait a minute. Isn't that the arcade newbie from earlier? They didn't seem like a troublemaker at the time. What's going on here? This is like initiation ceremony or something. Nope, it's definitely this kid. I can see the tiny plastic gadget in their hand briefly before they pocket it. Perhaps noticing my approach, the teenager rolls stealth and gets a natural 1, resulting in an awkward and obvious attempt at looking like an unimportant part of the crowd. Hey! Didn't do anything! I mean, hi, good to see you again. What's up? How are things? Given this living bundle of nervousness, I'm not sure I feel like coming down like a ton of bricks on the poor kid. But rules are rules, right? Let's do this one. Got a thing for bunnies, huh? Cute. Well, what's up, Doc? Huh? What? Okay, friend, bunnies are cute and everything, but stop messing with my video wall. I don't want to have to kick you out of here. Got it? Okay, sorry. I wasn't trying to cause trouble. I mean, I was, but... Never mind, okay, I'll stop, thank you, bye! And they're gone, slipping back into the crowd. That was weird. What's going on here? I decided to look around a bit more, hoping for some clues. What trouble should I investigate next? Before I can continue my quest to purge my arcade of evildoers, I'm interrupted by an onslaught of my hard-working staff. I knew it. I knew it! Papaya, about our missing inventory.
Oh.
When I get my hands on whoever did this, I found the electrical problem, Papaya. Sabotage! Sabotage and treason! An enemy agent walks among us! I told you! Okay, so we have some insight into what's causing all these messes, but it's a chaotic jumble right now. One at a time, please? Our suspiciously low snack inventory was indeed not human error. The delivery truck never arrived here. It was routed to a garbage dump due to computer error, or as I suspect, malfeasance. And malfeasance explains our electrical problems too. Remember my joke about someone scuffing their feet and shocking the coin boxes? Nope, that's actually what happened. An external shock, not a grid failure. Someone's got a battery or some other shock prod and was using it to crash games. What a dick. It must be the same someone who flushed a bunch of wadded up paper towels and firecrackers down the toilets. Firecrackers? Seriously? It's a war zone in there. I was able to dredge up one super gross chunk of it, but we'll need a professional plumber to get the rest. This is all sounding way too suspicious to be random acts of hooliganism, but it also ties into what I've been handling on the floor. I've had to deal with pranksters all afternoon, too. Even had to kick a few of them out the door. I've been so busy playing firefighter, running from blaze to blaze with a leaky bucket, that I haven't been able to put the pieces together. But now it's clear, and I know what I must do. If you'll all pardon me, it's time for Miss Chemist to go kick some ass. Let's do this one. Good work, everyone. Wrap up your tasks, I'll handle the pranksters. Good work, everyone. I'm proud of you, but the job's not finished yet. Gavin, order us replacement inventory. Ashley, find a plumber, the best we can afford. Naomi, finish up replacing the fried power supplies. As for me, I'm going to have a word with our miscreant. You know who to blame for this mess? I've got a pretty strong suspicion. Go get him, Papaya! And with a nod of solidarity, all of us split up, each on our own mission to thwart the ne'er-do-wells. Assuming things will be fine isn't enough. Keeping a positive attitude isn't enough. I need to get in there and fix this. My friends are counting on me to lead, to be the responsible one. I can't force this off onto Gavin like I might have done at the Funplex. Finding my quarry isn't particularly difficult. She's been in the background the whole time, watching and waiting as I ran around trying to put a lid on the mayhem. Her eyes study me as I approach, grinning ear to ear.
Hiya. Hi. Hello there. Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I can't say I understand the why, but I at least know the who. The matching fashion style was a pretty big clue.
I guess some formal introductions in order. Yeah, okay. The name's Sue. Natural-born leader, hacker extraordinaire, and leader of the Ghost Monsters, the hottest gang on these streets.
Really?
Pleased to meet ya.
She playfully curtsied, her wicked smile never ceasing.
And yeah, I guess my friends were a little wild and crazy, leaning a bit heavy on the pranks. And okay, you booted some of us out. Not all, just some. That's cool, I mean, it's your house and your rules. You're the sheriff here and you lay down the law. And I respect that.
Damn right.
Let me make it up to you, okay?
Sue steps back and taps the button on her smartwatch. And from the crowd of gamers, her whole gang assembles. Even the ones I told to get lost. Gang, this is... what's your name again? Ms. Chemist. Gang, this is Papaya. Papaya, this is Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. I see what you did there. No. Ugh. There we go. My phone decided to be weird. Right. Clyde and Sue. The interchangeable ghosts from Pac-Man. Let's see, which one's which? Let's see, so Pink, yeah, I think, yeah, Inky, Blinky, Pinky, Clyde, Sue. Now then. She turns to face her ghost monsters. You were all very, very naughty, and I'd say she's owed an apology. A big fat I'm sorry from each of you. Don't you agree? Each of them mumbles a semi-coherent, semi-sincere apology. Yeah, whatever, sorry. Real sorry. Gosh, I'm so sorry, Ms. Chemist. I'm really sorry. Clyde is adorable. When they finish, Sue faces me once again.
There. Everybody's sorry, which means everybody's forgiven. Correct?
Not necessarily.
Because, and this is me being real with you, I like this arcade. I really do. It beats the crap out of Deco's Palace, that's for sure. I can easily see this being our new home, you know? I admire what you've done with the place. It's totally awesome, and I'm really looking forward to coming back. Again and again. I definitely don't want to end our first day here on a sour note. No. I'm so glad we can communicate like adults. Apologize for being naughty and move on.
Yeah, but why were you being naughty in the first place?
Now, okay, we may still ruffle a few feathers while we're here, but that's cool, right? I'm sure you understand that it's all fun and games. Nothing personal. So, what do you say, friend? All's forgiven?
I paused, taking in everything Sue rambled on about. Let me get this straight. You scare our customers, mess with our television sets, smash up and short-circuit our games, clog our toilets, redirect our mail orders, come back here after I explicitly told you to get lost, try to hijack Queen Bee's streaming account, and you want me to smile and let you come back tomorrow? My words barely faze her, that grin still lingering. Thank you for spelling phase correctly. Oh my god, that drives me nuts when people mix up the two different phases. Yep, yeah, that sounds about right. I love this arcade, and I think we could be great friends. What do you say, partner? Waiting for my response, she holds out a fist to bump. Sure, why not? I absolve you of all arcade sins. Lol, no, get out. I love that. I'm gonna go with this one. If you truly love this arcade, you have to stop causing problems. Look, I'm sure you're all good kids at heart, but if I let you hang around here and you just cause more problems, it's no good for any of us. If you sincerely love Papayaplex, you'll understand I can't let you ruffle feathers, as you put it. I need to make sure everyone's having a good time. Well, yeah, I mean, I get that, right. So I might be willing to offer you another chance if you promise me you'll follow the rules from now on. That's the best I can do, okay?
No helping it.
Well, I'd like to work with you here, really, but promise is kind of a steep ask. Something's wrong. I'm a pretty empathetic sort of gal. I can tell when someone's being legit with me, and she's clearly genuine about wanting to come back, but seems conflicted? How hard is it to not hack machines and run wild? Why would that be a problem? Because she's probably in the pocket of Deco Nami. Okay, see, normally I'd give you my word. Word is bond. But, well, no ifs, ands, or buts. I need your word if I'm going to rebuild trust with you. We don't need to have to what? We don't need to have to get the police involved here. We can keep this between us, right? Sue raises an eyebrow at that.
Whoa, put the brakes on. Bad idea, friend. Really bad idea. You don't want to even think about getting the cops involved in this. No.
I love her face.
Because, and this is me being honest with you because we're on such good terms, it won't do you any good. We'll be out and back on the streets within a day. We've got friends in high places. We don't sell drugs or weapons. We sell information. And information, as a currency, is far more valuable than what other gangs trade in. So if we're doing this, we don't involve the pigs. Any problems, you come to me direct. That's my rule. Break that rule. And, well, you don't want to see what I can do with the push of a single button.
Uh-oh. So now you're threatening me?
I'm just telling you how it is. What you do now is entirely up to you.
But before she can continue her tirade, we're rather rudely interrupted. Oi, Sue! The hell you think you're doing here? Oh boy. Well, I love I love this gang already. Look at her nails! That's rad! The thick tension that surrounded us melts away, redirected to the new challenger. All eyes glare towards them. Oh, great. Okay, Papaya, hold that thought. I got business to attend to. Damn right you do! Ghost Monster don't operate south of 23rd Street. You damn well know this is lovely chainsaw territory. Get lost or get tossed. If I wasn't confused before, I sure as heck am now. All I can do is watch this unfurl before me. With a clap, Sue summons her buddies to her side. I'm sorry, south of what? I don't recall signing any non-compete agreement with you, darlings.
Ghost monsters for life!
Oh, ghost monsters? This locker room gossip queen is disrespecting your fearless leader. What do we say to that? Nobody disses Sue on my watch. Nobody. Yeah, and I ain't scared to hit a chick. I'm an equal opportunity socially maladjusted individual. Think you've got your answer, ladies. Now then, let's rumble! Oh, please don't have a gang fight in my arcade. Well, to their credit, they didn't throw the first punch, but we're talking Han didn't shoot first levels of moral high ground there. Immediately, the ghost monsters and the lovely chainsaw are at each other's throats, grappling, punching, shoving each other. A baseball bat gets swung and clangs off the side of a racing game. Soda cans are thrown. Someone uproots a chair near the snack machines and that goes flying too. It's chaos. Complete and utter chaos. And it needs to stop now. Iris! Already calling the cops, Papaya. As for me, I was already on thin ice emotionally. Everything will be fine, I told myself. Everything will be fine. Well, that just went out the window. I guess I could stand here, paralyzed and freaking out, or I could do something to try and save this. I chose the latter. Priority 1, get the customers the hell out of here. Gavin and Ashley are already on that. I join in, trying to funnel the panicked crowd of kids and gamers out the door and away from the carnage. This way, hurry! In an orderly fashion, please. Out! Everybody out! The fight spills into the restaurant area, fortunately well after anybody eating there had bailed on the place. This just adds greasy french fries to the mix of crap being thrown through the air at the opposing sides from the gang war. Damn it! I'm not letting that bleep get away with this! She has a fucking gun! Until now, it's been the world's sloppiest barroom brawl. Teenagers flailing at each other wildly, generally wrecking the scene other than each other. But now she's pulled out a gun. Not some arcade light gun, but a real-life shooting and killing gun. Whoa. That face. This isn't happening. This cannot be happening. But this is 100% happening. The leader of the lovely chainsaw gang raises her weapon and takes aim at Sue, trying to end this. But her target is conveniently tucked behind Mrs. Defaming Gavin. If I don't do something, someone is going to get seriously hurt. Shit. My mind races. Everything is not fine. I've accepted that. And now I have one chance to get something right. One chance to do something good in the midst of all this chaos. Time slows for me like I'm trapped in a dream state. Pure instinct takes over and I start running toward them. Oh my god! Oh, what a sadistic choice. Who should I protect? Oh my god. Help me, chat. I need some guidance. I mean, thinking purely opportunistically, protecting the critic is probably a surefire way to get good reviews, right? But theoretically, I mean, if she just witnesses me protecting anybody, then that'll do it. You have no clue. Ah, you're no help. Protecting Sue seems to be like probably like the straightforward choice because, you know, gang war, like she's the target. Let's, you know, keep any like gang fatalities from happening in my arcade. But also friggin' Gavin. Gavin's been with me from the beginning. I think I might have to go with Gavin. I'm gonna protect Gavin, I think, because I've got the strongest bond with him for, like, these two people I basically just met. I hate that that's my justification, but let's go with Gavin. Get down! Yeah. Back! Everybody back! Somebody call an ambulance! Holy bleep, what did you... I was aiming for Sue! Pigs! Pigs! Run for it! Stay cool and wipe the footage first. Do it! Stay with us, Papaya. Stay with us. Help is on the way. Yeah, I figured. Like, no matter who I picked, I'm gonna get shot. Oh, Francine. I just wanted to make a dream for everyone to enjoy. That's all. Was that so wrong? It's what you would have done. It's what you did do for all of us. But I guess no good deed goes unpunished, huh? The Chemist family curse.
You've a strong spirit, dear. You'll get through this, I know you will. But for now, oh, you'd best wake up. There's still more to be done.
Hey, now it's my turn to be in the hospital. Yay! Slowly, very slowly, I open my eyes. The soft beeping of medical monitoring greets me, as well as an angel in white. Well, an angel in a white lab coat. While they're no heavenly being, they do appear to be my doctor, armed with nothing more than a clipboard. Hey, it's the Wanderer! Welcome, welcome. I'm still a little hazy as they briefly explain the situation. Thanks to my wild theatrics, I startled the shooter enough that her bullet missed its intended target, and instead it went into my leg. Which hurts like bleep, but apparently resulted in a surprisingly clean shot that I'll recover from in a few weeks, easily. 2 days in the hospital, a week or two on crutches, some limping, then I'll be back to 100%. Ah, does this mean no Showtime stage for me? And more importantly, nobody died. I can live with this momentary pain if someone else gets to live, period. So, could have been better, could have been worse. The doctor, having given me the report, leaves to treat their other patients. But before they do, they inform me I have a visitor. At least there's a plus side. I just wonder who it is. Queen Bee! Queen Bee! Yay, Queen Bee! Queen Bee storms into the room and proceeds to stand before me. Her arms are crossed defensively and her brow furrows. She's visibly upset. I have a feeling like I'm about to get reamed for what I did. I'll admit, maybe it wasn't the smartest thing, jumping in front of a bullet, but I can't undo it now. I'm prepared for the consequences as I brace for impact.
You dumb. You just...
Oh, I'm sorry, Queen Bee. Her words falter as she tries her best to keep her composure. Her frown softens.
You had me so worried.
Tears roll down her cheeks and she immediately wipes them away.
Don't do anything that's stupid ever again. Seriously, I can't believe you jumped in front of a bullet. You realize you aren't some action hero, right?
Lies. This brings a smile to my face. Yes, the harsh realization is setting in. And I promise I won't do it ever again.
Swear to me.
Swear to me! I swear. I swear I won't get shot again. Queen Bee's defensive stance melts away and her whole body relaxes as she sighs.
Good. Because I can't bear the thought of losing you. I just couldn't imagine my life without you.
Aww. She pauses, biting her lower lip. She averts her eyes, her cheeks flushing red.
I love you.
Oh.
I love you. A lot.
She finally said it.
So there. Now you know.
Yay! Even though my leg is throbbing, my heart skips a beat before I can respond. I love you too, so very much. Hearing her mirror my sentiments from earlier, I couldn't help but smile. I love you too, Queen Bee, more than words can begin to describe. I care for you deeply, passionately, and intrinsically. I've never loved anyone as much as I love you. You are my everything. Oh, Papaya. I couldn't bear the thought of losing you either, which is why I felt so upset earlier and let that get the better of me. Honestly, I should have taken the time to talk to you in a more collected manner, and for that, I apologize. Yeah, I wasn't perfect at discussing it either.
And I'm a fool thinking that it took me almost losing you to be able to share my feelings for you. It's ridiculous.
Aw, baby. It's okay. I forgive you.
Commitment and devotion have always scared me. I've been burned hard in the past and have closed myself off from those emotions. I didn't want to get hurt again, but with you, everything just feels right.
I know, right? I can't either. The feels. Yeah, it does feel right, doesn't it? Seeing you injured made me realize that I didn't want to be without you. And so, while you were recovering, I made a few calls. Talked to the demon and the other heavenly kings. Oh? I still want to be able to live in a team house. That's my dream and I can't give that up. But being with you is also my dream, so I was able to find the solution. Get this. 2 houses. Obviously they aren't going to demolish the house they have now over in Japan, but we decided to open a secondary house. Here. In this city. So how exactly will that work? Will they move over here then?
Nope, no way.
Not a chance. They can't all uproot and leave what they have, just like how I don't want to abandon what I have here. Instead, they put me in charge of compiling my own team for here in the States, a full branch of 4HK. I'll be scoping out hot local talent and inviting them here to play with me. Granted, I'm still going to take trips to visit, study, and play abroad with the rest of the kings, but this way I don't have to leave forever. That's... can I move into the house too? Do you think that I could move in too? That way I don't ever have to leave you. Hey, Two Flower! Yeah, you missed the, well, I mean, you know what you missed. The chaos in the arcade and the gang war. Never ever. And now you made it creepy. I jest, I know it's your thing. But I'm just saying, I could help keep your bed warm after those long nights staying up late practicing. That's rather tempting. Oh, and can I be on the team too?
Nope, no way.
Ha! Bleep no. I love you, and even my love can't elevate you to the skill level you need to be at to live in this house. Sick burn. I'm just glad that you're on board with all this. Of course I am. Queen Bee, you mean so much to me. And you to me. I'm excited to start this new adventure with you. Queen Bee steps in closer to where I'm lying, leans in and kisses me gingerly. My whole body melts as warmth spreads over my entire body.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you for listening to me. You are the best, truly. Now get some bleeping rest. I'm out. I wish desperately to get out of this bed and follow her, but with this leg, there is no chance of that. So I'm left pining. Seeing the person I care for the most was certainly a boon to my spirit. Now, if I could only do something with the food here. I need some more pizza bagels! With my heart calmed, my body finally tells me it's exhausted. I snuggle into the covers as a yawn escapes me. Just as I'm about to roll over and drift off to sleep, another visitor drops in. It's likely well past visiting hours, but with no small amount of dread and relief, I'm glad to see her. Ms. Chemist, a word if you will. I try to straighten myself up from my pillow backrest. Time to put on my professional front, even if I'm in excruciating pain. Okay, I should start by explaining that what happened today isn't exactly indicative of I should hope it was. It's hard to disguise the disbelief on my face. What? It seems I misjudged your character based on an initial unpleasant interaction. But what I saw today, clearly you are no fool, nor a coward. I let my need to protect my family override my better judgment. How absurd to paint everything you've built at Papayaplex with that brush all over such a small matter. I saw you selflessly throw yourself in front of that bullet. You didn't have to do that. You chose to do that. Ha! I was right. I assumed that just her witnessing me do that would be enough to change her opinion of me. It's indicative of someone who isn't simply in this for the money, as so many in this industry are. You protected your friends and co-workers. That's an admirable act of heroism, and one I'll not soon forget. I suppose I've become a bit jaded from all those eager to cash in on the arcade scene. All the large-scale arcades I had to review tend to be very impersonal and cold. So, you were impressed with our arcade? Well, let's not go that far. I can't say I was thrilled with the amount of mayhem and disaster going on even before a gang war broke out. But I will also say I've only ever seen that amount of mayhem and disaster once before. It's highly unusual, to say the least. The last time I reviewed a small up-and-coming arcade similar to yours, everything went wrong. Everything. I wrote my review in an honest fashion, and as a result of my scathing pen, the place was sold and closed down within a month. Sold to a notable figure in this industry. I just got a sudden... well, let's call it an epiphany. What if she's married to Deco Nami? Wait, you don't mean... yes, Deco Nami. Such is the fate of any arcade which dares to stand up to him. Your prior business, the Funplex, only escaped being devoured by being far too small to be worthwhile. Sadly, your enthusiasm may have put it in his crosshairs, and if you cannot tidy up your reputation after today's affairs, Papayaplex will be next. Again, and again, torn down by Deco Nami. This time he didn't even have to lift a finger. By pure coincidence, the ghost monsters wrecked everything before he could exact any revenge. All he has to do is swoop in and buy out what's left of our dreams. However, I've come to a decision. Given I was a first-hand witness to your troubles, which were clearly not your fault, and given your willingness to put even your own life on the line for your arcade, I'm going to tell my editor I need more time, that I want to return in 1 week to get a more accurate and mature overview of your operation. 1 week. That's the best I can offer you. This is a difficult hole to climb out of, Ms. Chemist. Even aside from earlier trouble, having a gang fight and a shooting transpire at an arcade, well, the press will feed on this. Even if I was the only press present and accounted for, they'll dig and they'll speculate and they'll chew on your bones. If your arcade survives that initial onslaught, I hope to write a proper review which can lay those concerns to rest. But I'll offer you no more second chances, no more reasonable doubts. Best foot forward when I return, or my readers will know the truth. Understood? Understood. Then I'll leave you to your recuperation. Thanks, lady. With a curt nod, she turns and leaves the room, leaving me with my thoughts. 1 week. I've got exactly 1 week to completely rebuild our reputation and clear the good name of Papayaplex. Otherwise, it's game over. For all of us. I like how, even the shittiest people in this game have, some redeeming qualities. It's doing a really good job of portraying people as people. Even assholes usually have a reason to be an asshole. And now I'm wondering if we're gonna get a moment like that with Deco Nami himself. Or if he really is just there to be a villain. I doubt it. Like, I'm sure he's got hidden depths to him. Whether we see them or not, well, that remains to be seen, I guess. God damn it, water. I'm not sick. I just drank water the wrong way. You've cleared level 07 of Arcade Spirits. The winner is you. Now let's see your score. Looks like your personality is full of guts. Strong guts. Rip and tear. Also, you've scored 25,400 points. Woohoo! And now let's have one last pizza fact. 62% of Americans prefer meat toppings on their pizza, while 38% prefer vegetarian. Everybody loves different kinds of pizza, and that's a beautiful thing. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to, drumroll please, the final level? Yeah. I realized also that, I was saying, like, a few streams ago that, oh, hey, maybe we're close to the end of the game. But I noticed, that there are achievements for every level you complete, and there were like 3 or 4 more levels when I was saying that. I should have checked the achievements, and then I would have realized, no, I'm only like halfway through the game. But usually I don't check achievements until after I finish the game, because sometimes they include spoilers. Level 8. Kill screen. It is the distant future year 20 bleep bleep, and oh, who am I kidding? I'll be lucky to make it to 20 bleep bleep plus 1 at this rate. I've had my strand of fate twisted back and forth so often it feels like it could snap at any moment. Mired in depression and a supposed family curse, then lifted up by my amazing time with the Funplex, slammed back down by Dekonami, raised up again by the Papayaplex project, and now descending farther due to a series of bad coincidences culminating in a Pier 6 brawl in which I got shot. But today, I'm back. Back to Papayaplex and ready to work despite being on crutches. Normally I have to mentally filter out the beeps and boops in a busy arcade, but not today. Aside from our regulars, nobody's here. Not exactly the sight I wanted to see on my grand return after heroically taking a bullet to the leg. We're 3 days into this ambitious experiment and it's already looking like a bust. Even with a reprieve from Mrs. Defane, we couldn't hush the event up completely. The news of gang violence at a local arcade spread over social media like wildfire. Gavin had filled me in on all the details I missed while I was passed out. By the time the cops got here, both gangs were long gone, and the ghost monsters wiped our security footage on the way out the door. No arrests made, no evidence remaining. My top identity trait is guts. The only plus side? Sue and her ghost monsters apparently never came back. But even without them actively causing problems, that single day managed to smash a reputation. It's just so frustrating. I mean, come on, we had a single lousy day and that's enough to send the masses running and screaming? Talk about overkill. It's frustrating to see all this amazing fun on display and nobody enjoying it. These games yearn for quarters. They are hungry and must be fed. I don't honestly know how we can recover from this. If we can only get the good word out, somehow correct this PR disaster. Seated behind the ticket desk with my crutches propped up nearby, light duty only for a week minute on doctor's orders, I tried to mentally detangle this mess. Oh, really? Yeah, I did a lot of kindly, I think, to begin with. But then, like, I did more and more guts because I wanted to, impress Queen Bee. And I knew even before Iris told me, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure if I'm gutsy, Queen Bee will like me more. So I picked a lot of gutsy options, and I think guts is my highest now. But yeah, I think kindly is my second highest. Hey, Iris, are we? Yes, we're still trending negatively on social media, like the last 7 times you asked. Any luck with our security camera footage, then? Anything that we could give to the police? It might help a public image to have someone to point blame at. Nope, it's totally wiped. My file recovery system's failed. I guess that's to be expected when going up against cybercriminals. Like they've even avoided bad press in the shooting. I haven't spotted the words ghost monsters in any of the articles I found about the attack. It's like they're ghosts! Well, not literally ghosts, I just mean they clean their tracks very effectively. Yeah, got that. We did see them in their corporeal form, remember? At least that whole mess seems to be behind us. Now we just need to dig our way out of this hole. I sigh heavily as the burden sinks into my lungs. Before I can groan further, I hear footsteps approaching me. I lock my phone and pocket it before seeing who it is.
Greetings, friends.
Hamza! It is I, Hamza, here to discuss matters of great import with my good friend and worthy ally, Papaya Chemist. Hi, Hamza. I sense a distinct lack of energy in your greeting, likely due to your sorrowful state after being shot. Hobbling along on crutches isn't fun, but no, that's not the problem. Regardless, you must always face the day with fire and purpose, Papaya Chemist.
Such is the iron will of Hamza.
Only with an absolute will of iron, strong and resilient against that which assails you, can you achieve absolute victory in the world of arcade games. Pardon my lack of, fire. Just pondering how to deal with this reputation situation.
This displeases Hamza.
Oh, look at that glare. Indeed, those foul miscreants truly soiled the trousers of decency on opening day. Soiled our trousers of decency. That's my new favorite phrase. Such misbegotten youth must pay for their insolence. What is your cunning plan for completely and utterly destroying them? I was thinking more along the lines of a PR campaign to rebuild public trust. Ah, far less exciting, but Hamza will assist in any way possible. You hold within you a tremendous power of persuasion. Hamza has witnessed this firsthand. Your people's skills are unmatched.
Perfection.
Believe in me who believes in you, and strike forth into this world to re-establish our business as one of sublime arcade majesty. Alright, Kamina. Right, so, like, advertising or something? Hamza suspects you will require a grander statement than some mere billboard. The violent incident made a splash. You, my friend, must make a tsunami. One which will wash away the blood and leave us clean. A tsunami of blood, got it. Wait, what? If only such opportunity would simply walk through those doors and lay its bounty before us, this could be a simpler matter. Hold that thought, we've got a customer. Hello, welcome to Good Morning.
Dekonami.
Ugh. Good day, Mr. Hold on, I'm trying to come up with your name. Hanson? Harrison? Something starting with an H. Please excuse, Hamza, Papaya Chemist. I must return to my kitchen to be forcibly restrained by my chefs, lest I commit a crime against humanity. Your self-control is admirable. What an eccentric fellow. I stood there in silence and shock. I tried telling myself this was just a bad fever dream from my wound, but no such luck, this was 100% real. I watch as Deco takes a look around the arcade, his smug grin ever present. I see his eyebrow arch as he takes note of the people, or rather the lack of people here playing games.
Such a shame. Such a shame.
Seems you've had an unfortunate run of luck lately, Ms. Chemist. Not an unexpected one, however. I did warn that this would likely be the result of trying to go your own way. This could be a very unforgiving industry, as you've learned. Well, I didn't expect you to get shot, at least. I'm glad to hear the wound was minor and you'll recover. I apologize for not sending flowers.
Am I not generous?
I hope you realize now that I was only looking out for your interests when I made my job offer, Ms. Chemist. You're a promising young talent, and it's a shame to see it go to waste on this doomed venture. Nope, I can't handle this. Not today. What do you want, Mr. Nami? If you need tokens, the change machine's over there.
A pity, is it not?
Tokens. How quaint. Still no swipe cards, eh? Sadly, I'm not here to play any of your antiques. Rather resembles a 1980 bleep junkyard in here, doesn't it? All these obsolete games that no one truly cares about.
No. I'm here to make one final offer.
You could take your final offer and shove it.
If you sign over ownership of this arcade to me, I'll spare your careers.
Why do you want it so bad?
Yes, even Miss Fairchild and Miss Wolf. I'm sure I can find something for them to do at one of my facilities. I want to support your rising star. That's what I've always wanted. We've had our differences along the way, but I want us to overcome them and thrive.
I will tell him.
But this is your last opportunity. I'll not extend my hand in friendship again.
I'll extend my hand and a punch to your face.
If you don't agree to my terms, I'll stand idle and watch as everything burns down around you. You have my word on that.
That's good. I want you to stand idle. Just stay the fuck out of my way. Everything will be fine. Okay, obviously I want to say no to this fabulous offer. But at what point do I cut my losses? Miss Francine believed in dreams, but she also believed in practicality and trade-offs. Am I ready to give up everything so that I have something resembling a future? I'm also curious, like, both this one and the previous offer, how many people actually accepted his offer, and what happens if you do. I'll have to try that on another playthrough. No, I'm never giving up my dreams. Of course I'm not giving up. I mean, seriously, I had so many opportunities to jump ship prior to this. Why would I bail this close to the end? So, I mean, I was polite the first time. I think it's time to be a little bit less polite. You know what? Let's do this one. Only if I get a $500,000 salary, 3 company cars, a Hollywood mansion, and my own line of designer fragrances. Bleep, yeah, I'm ready to sell out completely. I do have a few terms and conditions, however. I'm going to require, $500,000 a year, including stock options in Deco's Palace. I'll need some cards, kind you only see on fancy 80s cop shows. A 50-room mansion with a majestic overlook of the ocean, servants to feed me grapes, my own TV and movie franchise about my amazing exploits, and if you could throw in, your kidneys, that'd be great too. Kidneys go for a lot on the open market. I know a few people who could use some kidneys. So, deal? I'll take that as a no.
So be it.
I guess I'll just have to settle for buying the burnt-out husk of your business once it ultimately collapses around you. I think you underestimate the damage being associated with the criminal element can do, Miss Chemist. It's enough to ruin even the mightiest of arcades. Oh, and I doubt the ghost monsters have forgotten you. They will return, and they will make matters far worse for you. And immediately I take notice. Play it cool, don't let on, just test the waters. Really? Ghost monsters? I thought that gang was called Lovely Chainsaw or something.
A foolish fool.
Yes, ghost monsters. Sadly, they insist on naming themselves after an absurd ancient video game reference. Of all the childish, immature. He shakes it off quickly enough, refocusing on me. But enough banter. I believe I'll take my leave. I'll not see you again, Miss Chemist. I'll let my lawyers handle purchasing what little will remain of you. Good day. Once he's out of earshot and well beyond the confines of the arcade, I pull out my phone to verify something. Iris, you checked all the news articles about the shooting, right? Oh, yes, I've analyzed them all. Did you need me to pull up a specific one? Just confirm something for me. The ghost monsters were never mentioned by name in any of them, right? Yes, it seems Sue's friends are good at covering their tracks. Why? This is it. This is the chance we need. I fucking knew it. He's fucking paying them. That credit card that Sue was using was his, or supplied by him. Yeah, Ms. Chemist. Admittedly, it's a slim chance, but at this point, I'll take what I can get. Message everyone. I'm calling another Waker Conspiracy.
Hooray!
Ooh, you're all fired up! Okay, message is sent. I'll need everyone's help to fill in gaping holes in my plan, but at least now I have a plan. It's time for one last-ditch effort to save Papayaplex. Ooh, I like where this is going. Hobbs's restaurant at the back of the arcade made for an ideal gathering place. We picked out one of the largest tables, one where we could easily speak to each other. Calm has returned once more after the very sight of the Konami caused the red mist of rage to descend upon Hamza.
Revel in the splendor.
Can Hamza interest anyone in only this finest of spiced buffalo wings, or perhaps a diet soda? I'm good, thanks. Sure, I'll have a soda. Yum. This was it. This was where we'd make our last stand. I looked around the room at everyone, at all my friends, and nodded to each of them determinedly. Yes. That's a good emote. Okay, I know things are rough, but I've got, let's say, a good 60 to 80% of a plan for how we can turn things around. Like, we can all agree what happened wasn't our fault, yes? Someone else screwed us over. Every problem we face can be traced back to them. The ghost monsters and Lovely Chainsaw may be blamed, but the court of public opinion puts the blame squarely on our shoulders. Our venue was tainted by their actions. We can cry foul all we like, but if there's even a chance of violence returning to our doorstep, it'll keep customers away. It's a real bummer. We haven't seen any families here since opening day. Parents just aren't willing to take their children somewhere that's known for being dangerous. Fair. Actually, I wasn't talking about the gangs. Today I learned who our true enemy is, and that person is Dekonami.
Dekonami.
Don't say his name around Hamza! The beast that wears human skin! Yes, surely he is to blame! Hamza is admittedly uncertain as to how, but Hamza is also perfectly willing to go along with this idea. God, I love Hamza. Earlier when he was taunting me, he slipped, mentioning the ghost monsters by name. Except those hackers keep their noses clean. They left us with no proof that they were even involved, thanks to our security cameras being wiped. The cops didn't go after them. The news didn't identify them. So, how did Deco know about them? Answer, Deco hired the ghost monsters to ruin our opening day.
What?
What? Seriously? In hindsight, it should have been obvious. I blame myself for not seeing it sooner. Far too many coincidences to be otherwise, and the fact that they only started wreaking havoc once Mrs. Defame showed up to bear witness. I can see what you're throwing down, Papaya. Sue and her friends didn't seem awful at first. I remember talking to Clyde, they were very nice and friendly. And then Mrs. Defame showed and... Oh my gosh! Wait! Do you think Mrs. Defame is involved? Considering she was willing to hold back her review, I don't think she's knowingly involved. But Deco may have gotten wind she'd be showing up and took advantage.
What if?
But you don't think... Deco wouldn't stoop that low, right? Hiring some random street gang to mess with us, would he? Oh, he would. He's a spiteful bastard. Of course he'd try to ruin our opening day. The only reason he didn't destroy Miss Francine was out of some weird sort of gentlemanly respect for a fellow elder business owner. Or he wanted to get in her pants. But to Dekonami, Papaya is basically pond scum. Thanks? To be fair, I doubt he orchestrated the bullet-riddled finale of the evening. That pushes plausibility. True, he wouldn't have even needed a shooting to ruin us. The negative review alone would have done the job. Being even slightly associated with a gang would have been awful. If Mrs. Defame reported us as a hotbed of teenage chaos, a living reenactment of Lord of the Flies, it'd spell doom even without bullets flying around. I guess we're lucky she held her review back. The problem is, we have no proof of this, do we? No way to tie Deco back to the ghost monsters other than him slipping up and mentioning them to Papaya. Wow, I can't talk. I doubt he'd ever admit to this on the record. Iris hasn't been able to dig up any digital evidence, although there's our eyewitness testimony, which should be enough to warrant some investigation. But for some reason, that doesn't seem to be enough for the police. I know a few of the local cops and how they think. If they're not looking into the ghost monsters, odds are they're actually looking into the ghost monsters quietly. Which admittedly doesn't help us in clearing our name. And it's too much to hope that Deco simply confesses to orchestrating the incident which ruined us.
Come on!
Ugh, that slimy bastard's not getting away with this. I'll beat the truth out of him if I have to. As amusing as that would be, I wouldn't suggest it, love. We need to be smart about this and undermine him rather than take the direct approach. You mentioned having most of a plan, Paya. Care to elaborate? One thing I'm curious about, so when the shooting happened, Sue was between the critic and Gavin, and I'm wondering if it's Gavin every time, or the person the main cast member she's next to changes depending on like your playthrough and your relationship with them. I think Gavin was the person I had the lowest relationship with. Maybe? Either him or Percy. So I wonder if that had something to do with it. It is the lowest relationship. Ha! I was right! I'm onto your game design tricks. That's cool. Yeah, because that's clever too, because it means that, like, you have, like, the lowest stakes of your choice. Like, you either have these two people who you only met once before, or the person you care the least about among the main cast. Because obviously if you have, like, your highest, the person you care most about, obviously you're gonna save them. Right, yeah, exactly, yeah. That's really clever. I like it. That makes a lot of sense. Well, if Deco won't confess his sins, we need the next best thing. We need his henchmen to flip on him. See, I sense some tension from Deco about the ghost monsters. He called them childish and immature. There may be some bad blood between them. How about we break up their partnership? My plan is to track down the ghost monsters, get them to turn on their employer, and confess to their crimes. Once the media hears from Sue herself that the incident was all thanks to Deco's scheming, it'll clear the good name of Papayaplex. This plan is foolproof. I'm answering with a myriad of blank stares and blinks. Don't everybody congratulate me all at once now. Okay, so this isn't really me criticizing, but your plan, kind of sucks. You want us to track down a bunch of hackers we already can't find and then ask them politely to betray the guy who's paying them a lot of money. Between this and the shooting, I'm worried your health insurance premiums are about to go through the roof, Papaya. That's why I said it was maybe 60% of a good plan. Look, we don't have a lot of options, people. Right now, the only ones who can save us are the ones who ruined us, Deco and Sue. I'm confident that if I can find Sue and talk to her, I can get her to see reason. It's true. Papaya was willing to give them another chance and hear out their side of things before. Sue really seems to like Papayaplex. If there's some disagreement between her and Deco about our arcade, that could be why. Exactly. I think I can get through to her if I try. This hinges on our ability to find Sue, find an unfindable bunch of ghosts, ones Iris can't even track down, and that's where you all come in. All options on the table. I want to hear your ideas for how we find Deco's hired goons. Let's fill in the other 40% of my plan and make this happen. And awkward glances back and forth are all I get in return. I get why they're concerned. This is the slimmest of hopes, the narrowest of margins. I'm asking them to follow me on a hunch. But I know this can be done. I know I can get Sue to give us the dirt we need to clear our name. Heck, some days it feels like all I do is talk my way through problems. And that's my one special skill. I'm going to rely on it for this final conflict. Now, if we could just find her. For that, I need their help. And that means I need to motivate them like a true leader would. Let's go with this one. Let's think outside the box. Way outside. No idea is too wacky for me. Show up at Sue's doorstep claiming to be from a sweepstakes email ready to be a winner? Sure, why not? Find a radioactive spider to bite us so we can tie criminals up just like flies? Sounds good here. Elaborate heist sequence requiring a herd of elephants, 2 blimps, and 84 feet of lubricated rubber tubing? Absolutely. Between all of us putting our heads together, we've got enough brain cells to light up Chicago. We can do this. We can do this. Who's with me? You got moxie, Papaya. I'm in. Well, you only live once. Suppose I'll contribute what I can. Now we're talking. The wildest dance moves are always the hottest. Everyone nods in agreement, and I can even see some smiles start to appear. We're all on board. Yeah! Wander's with us too. Let's go. Now to just determine the how of the plan. Decision: finding the ghost monsters.
Perhaps.
At risk of stating the obvious, why don't we talk to the police about this? They've proven unhelpful so far, but if we go down to the station to fully explain our situation, we may be able to gain the information we need. I feel this would be a reasonably steady course of action. I'm not certain about showing up and just asking for them to open their files to us, but you're correct. The police would have the information we need. Except cybercrime is a sticky situation. You have to control leaks. If they're looking into the ghost monsters, they won't just tell us outright. The key is talking to the right people. I know most of the cops at Ben and Mass Donut Shop by name, and I know one friendly officer that'll help us.
Nope, no way.
Why get the cops involved? We already know someone who's got an axe to grind against Sue and her buddies. Or rather, a chainsaw.
Ooh.
That's right, Queen Bee. We can ask the lovely Chainsaw Gang. They'll be easier to find and would probably be thrilled to divulge all the dirt they have on the ghost monsters. Or they'll carve us up with switchblades. Could go either way. I'll admit this is a super gutsy move, but if we pull it off, we don't need to involve the authorities at all. This whole situation's a bit too sticky for my liking. Cops and robbers? No thank you. Although, the alternative I'm about to suggest may be stickier still. Papaya first met the ghost monsters at Deko's palace, yes? They're regulars there. So, we investigate Deko's palace to find someone who knows Sue and her mates. If we can find a good friend of hers and make them understand why we need to speak with Sue, well, we're already on somewhat good terms with Sue, thanks to Papaya remaining diplomatic about all of this. We should keep that going. I'm pretty sure if I showed my face at Deko's palace, it'd get mashed into paste by his private security goons. But my face wouldn't. Deko doesn't know me. I was Funplex adjacent rather than a Funplex regular. And I think the last time I set foot into Deko's palace was years ago, so I could wander freely with Juniper. Yeah, we could slip in and ask around about Sue without anybody even noticing. I'd say this kindly strategy is an honest appeal to those who may know her. What could be more cordial?
Definitely.
If she's got a single friend in that place, I'll find them. It's a daring mission to enemy territory, but for you, Papaya, I'll do it. I like that option. What are you looking at me for? I don't have any ideas.
Well.
I mean, well, you could try Googling for her accounts? I'm reasonably sure Iris already tried that. Iris? Yep, I even used Yahoo, Bing, AltaVista, and WebCrawler. Wow, back in the day. I have no idea what half of those are. Okay, but that's not really what I meant. I mean checking online forums for arcade enthusiasts. She loves arcades, right? She may have an account there. I've been rejoining online communities lately to try to open up to like-minded folks and socialize a bit more on my own terms. She's gotta be lurking in one of those places. Oh, wait! I know! If we can't passively search for her, we can actively call her out! As much as I hate internet trolls, they do get results. If we taunt the ghost monsters online, well, I'm positive Sue's the sort of person who looks herself up constantly, right?
A winner is you!
Of course! And with my help, we can establish fake accounts to spread the message so far and wide that she can't miss it. I'd suggest we use the public internet access point to keep it from being traced back to Papayaplex, though. Ooh, road trip! Road trip! I can tell from Gavin wincing at this that he's not a fan. But he's not a fan of Iris in general, so...
Good work.
I like this plan, Miss Naomi. It's pretty quirky, but it just might work. Well, I did say I wanted options. Involving the cops after all the semi-shady things we've done is risky. So is provoking a rival gang of armed hooligans. So is infiltrating Deko's palace. So is... Okay, posting a few troll messages isn't that risky given how many social media companies actually adore trolls and nurture them for advertising dollars, but it could annoy Sue. What's the best path forward? But before I can decide, Juniper raises her hand. All of these sound great, but... Papaya, you're still recovering from an injury. The less moving around you do, the more likely you'll heal nice and quick. You can't go gallivanting around the city chasing down rumors about the ghost monsters today. Yeah, I'm not surprised, because kindly seems like the best option, because, I mean, I want to be on good terms with Sue rather than piss her off. I'm just on crutches, I'm not in an iron lung or anything, I'm still mobile. Light duty only. Doctor's orders, remember? But I have a solution to this conundrum. It's simple and super effective. Let us do this for you. You've had to tackle all these problems since joining the Funplex by yourself. Why not step back and let us handle this one? Well, okay. But I need to be there when we finally confront Sue. While you're out and about, I guess I'll get some rest so I'm ready for tonight. Sound good? Sounds good. These are my friends. I trust them entirely. So now, the only question is, which plan do I want to give my Papaya seal of approval? All of them work and none enrage Sue. I mean, yeah, I figured that none would. I mean, like, that's how this game rolls. Like, no matter what you pick, they're all gonna work. But, like, the kindly one makes the most sense to me. Although I also like Teo's idea of talking to his police friends. Yeah. But I mean, I am committed to doing another playthrough after I finish this one, so we will see other options. But yeah, I think for right now I'm gonna go with the obvious one, and we'll do the we'll infiltrate Deckles Palace with Juniper and Percy. I think our best bet is to keep things quiet, not involve the police or criminals, not troll the internet, just ask around for some of Sue's friends. Juniper, Percy, you two head off to Deckles Palace and see what you can learn. It's less likely to backfire. At worst, you get arrested for loitering around the place, or you get your bus kicked by security, I guess. Right, we best move along then. You can count on me, Papaya! I mean, my other option also would be to just like, pick Queen Bee's option every time. Which is the rule that I have I've been following a lot of the time during my playthrough. Because Queen Bee is the best. That's right, she can count on me always. It is a great rule. And my next playthrough, it's going to be the Teo rule. I'm going to just pick Teo every time. Oh, I should be narrating as Juniper now. Cool. Papaya and I have been friends for years and will be BFFs for many years to come. I knew I'd be by her side forever and a day. Okay, so I wouldn't be by her side today. I'd be at Deckles Palace looking for clues like a teenage mystery sleuth. But I was by her side in spirit. Cool, yeah. Ah yes, the growing work-from-home crowd. I will be working from home starting tomorrow. Excuse me. Papaya is always solving all these problems for her other friends at the arcade, always going on crazy adventures and getting in trouble, all while I stayed on the sidelines. But now it's time for Juniper's Day in the sun. Or Juniper's Day under the fluorescent tube lighting anyway. I've never been to Deckles Palace before. I went to Las Vegas once though, and this place very much resembled a bad off-strip casino. Pulsating lights flashing everywhere, the constant chirps from the games, and not to mention that heavy smell like greasy fried chicken. Not a pleasant aroma, is it? I notice you're wrinkling your nose. I don't really like junk food. I mean, it's all you can swing when you're poor and don't have much free time. But I prefer cooking proper meals myself, you know? Ah, but the target demographic of Deckles Palace adores anything deep-fried and or coated in sugar, you see. So, have you given any thought to how we'll track down someone who knows our elusive ghostly friends, then? Simple. It's process of elimination. We're looking for teenagers, right? So we can rule out any kids or adults here. Plus, Sue and her friends are delinquents. We'll find some young miscreants. We'll find our contact. So you're suggesting we wander up to random dangerous-looking teenagers and just start asking them?
Correctamundo.
It's foolproof! Yes, well, if I may suggest something a bit more rigorous in terms of a scientific approach. Before Sue and her friends started running wild at a Papayaplex, she seemed to express an interest in my Mr. Moopy game. Apparently, Deckles Palace is a version of the game that she'd already mastered, one which is strikingly different. I think I should start my search there. Perhaps a fellow Moopy aficionado would recognize Sue and be willing to talk about her. Okay, you hang around Moopy. I'll poke around elsewhere and see what I can find. Text me if you hit pay dirt.
They seeing ya.
Very well, I'll be in touch. I like Percy's plan. And then an hour passed with nothing. I gotta see this. Never made this before special. The old moldy, diet water, stinky drinky, literally just napkins in a cup. That is a great menu. I asked around, but either nobody had heard of Sue or they kind of went quiet and made an excuse to leave after I mentioned her name. I thought about, like, chasing down some of the folks who seem to know something, but maybe I'm just not gutsy enough. I don't get it. Papaya makes this sort of thing look so easy. I thought we could just roll out to Deckles Palace, find something that looked cyberpunky, get the info, bing bang boom, done! Instead, I'm nursing a watery iced tea at a soda fountain and poking at a basket of french fries, after complaining about the greasy junk food, of course. Well, do you? Huh? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was asking if you wanted a refill on your iced tea. Oh, no, I'm good. Hey, do you know a young woman named Sue by any chance? About this tall, lavender hair, like Smoopy? I have other customers to attend to, excuse me. Well, poop butts. Maybe I've struck out. I'll admit I didn't have much of a plan going into this one. I never had much of a plan, really. If Papaya hadn't suggested switching careers, I'd still be stuck filing papers and stamping envelopes and sorting mail. I'm still not sure if I'm on the right path, but at least it's a path, right? I think that's why I admire Papaya. Okay, so she needs a nudge now and then to get moving, but once she does get the lead out, nothing stands in her way. I need that kind of energy if I'm going to succeed today. I need to not just sit on my butt eating french fries. I gotta get out there and make this happen. A notification from my phone snatched my attention just as I was getting off my bar stool. Possible lead. Meet me at the movie game. This is it! My time to shine! Let's make it happen, Juniper! It takes seconds for me to get there. I can see Percy standing near some weird touchscreen version of Mr. Whoopi's Magic Maze, which is being played by a little girl standing on a step stool.
I did it! I did it!
And if you hit the button, it makes the wizard man eat all the dots. Impressive. You've got wonderful timing, Miss Tia.
Thank you.
Thanks, mister. Ah, Miss Tia, this is my friend, Miss Juniper. Juniper, Miss Tia here was telling me all about her best friend, Miss Sue.
What?
She was?
Definitely.
I mean, yes, I see. Sue, right. Okay, this isn't what I expected. I figured any friend of Sue's had to be some rough and tumble punk, not like a cute little package of smiles and sunshine. How does the leader of a gang of thugs end up friends with a kindergartner? Still, this was my chance. I had to go for it. Let's see. How does Papaya handle introductions? Terrible pun is tempting. I feel like nobody will get it. I'm very pleased to meet you and I hope we can be friends. Okay, time to put those years of babysitting practice to good work. Hello, Miss Tia. My name is Miss Juniper and I'm very pleased to meet you. I hope we can be friends.
Hello.
I like making friends. Unless you steal people's prize tickets. Those people are no good. I wasn't planning to. Okay, then we'll be friends. So, how do you know Miss Sue? Oh, Miss Tia was telling me that her brother is the chap we've come to know as Inky. Ah, I see. Is he around right now? The last thing we need is for one of the ghost monsters to notice us interrogating his sister for information. Nah, I'm here with my big sister, but she got bored and went off to talk with her friends and drink milkshakes. We come to this arcade lots and lots. My brother usually ignores me too, but Miss Sue is always very nice to me and tells great jokes. And she loves Moopy. She can make the wizard man eat all the dots every time. She taught me how to do it.
Yay!
You just gotta kick the game right here and it'll look all funny for a moment and then munch, 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 she'll eat the dots right up. I see. Well, Miss Tia, I was hoping to talk to Miss Sue today. Do you know where she is? Or maybe your brother?
It's a secret.
I'm not supposed to tell nobody. Miss Sue said it was a secret. Okay, Juniper, time to use those powers of persuasion. What would Papaya do in this situation? Let's get Percy in on this. What if Percy teaches you more movie tricks? I know. Mr. Percy could teach you even more about Moopy the Wizard Man. I don't know how to play this version of Moopy. Oh. Well, version? Oh yes, there's so many different kinds of Moopy games out there. There's the original arcade classic, this modern update, handheld games, strategy card games, board games. I like board games. Great! Percy will give you his copy of the movie board game.
Pardon me?
He will? But it's vintage and still in its original packaging. Mr. Percy is very generous. I suppose he is then. Very well. I'll give you my movie board game if you tell us about Miss Sue. I don't know. Okay, I'm feeling very weird about tricking a little girl at this point. Papaya sent us here so we can be friendly and diplomatic. Even if it'd be super easy to dupe this kid, I should be a little more honest. Miss Tia, the thing is, someone's being very mean to my friend, Miss Papaya, and we're hoping Miss Sue can help us. That's really why we want to talk to her. We want to be friends with Miss Sue so she'll help us against this bully. Maybe she won't want to help, but we have to try. Miss Papaya believes in being kind to people. That's why she sent us here, to find someone who's friends with Miss Sue so we can make all this better again. Would you be willing to help us? If you don't want to, that's okay. We'd understand. I don't know. You seem nice, but you got a super duper double pinky swear promise that you just want to be friends with Miss Sue before I tell you. My smile is a bit forced as I extend my pinky finger. I hate coercing a kid into this sort of thing, but what else can I do? You don't have any other leads. A super duper double pinky swear promise. Okay. There's an old, really old arcade where my brother and Sue and her friends all hang out. It's not too far from my home and it's got so many games in it. Percy gets his phone out and starts trying to figure out the address based on her description of the area. Oops, I slipped back into my normal voice. I'm still Juniper. I'm just relieved to be out of the spotlight as he translates from little girlese into workable map-ese. Huh. Says here it's a warehouse owned by Nostalgia Commodities. I bet it's the Funplex. It's a super big house with one huge room, a really tall ceiling, and stairs and stuff.
Quite good.
Sounds accurate. Very well. Shall we depart? I guess I didn't. I think, I feel like I did in the demo, but I didn't in the full version. Because she's definitely familiar. Sounds accurate. Very well. Shall we depart? I'm sure Miss Papaya is eager to make friends with Miss Sue. Since we're friends and stuff now, you know Sue isn't really her name, right? Not her whole name, I mean.
It's a secret.
Her name's a secret, so I can't ask this poor girl to divulge any more secrets. I already feel a bit weird about this. But she motions for me to kneel down anyway so she can whisper. Her name is... Wow.
Pardon me?
Pardon? Okay, I gotta go find my big sister. Bye! What was that about? I think I just figured out a lot of what's going on. I bet Sue's Deco Nami's daughter. I'll tell you on the way back to Papayaplex. Not only did we learn where Miss Sue was hiding out, but we may have just been handed a heck of a plot twist. I can't wait to get home and divulge this info to Papaya, and now that I think about it, I'm glad I can help out my BFF. Papaya means a lot to me. We've been friends for years, hopefully for many more years to come. All we have to do is get past this teensy-weensy little bump on the road, right? Just like stopping megalomaniacal arcade Tsar from ruining all our hopes and dreams, using nothing more than a street address and a name. I'm betting she will want Queen Bee at her side when they confront Sue, of course, and that's okay. I had enough excitement for one day. I just hope that I did enough to get Papaya the winning edge, or it'll be game over for us all. I'm really curious how that scene plays out if you are actually romancing Juniper. I bet it's even cuter. I awakened to the sounds of pain. More specifically, the groans of pain escaping from my own throat. Apparently getting shot in the leg hurts. Hurts a lot. And sleeping on the second-hand employee couch probably not the finest choice for rest. The nap was a definite necessity, however. I'm not operating at full speed anymore and won't for a few weeks to come. But sleep didn't make my muscles any less achy. If anything, I've got a headache on top of it. Joy of joys. But right now, I got 99 problems, my physical condition ain't one. The fate of Papayaplex is what matters most.
Beep beep.
Beep beep, Papaya. You should probably be getting up now. I'm up. Goody! So, have you given any thought to how you're going to win over Sue's favor once you go confront her? Well, usually I just sort of stumble through these things and decide stuff like that on the fly. Ooh, that's no good. You know those intense identity situations I've been tracking? The ones where you can't take certain approaches that don't mesh with your personality? What, like where I can't play it cool and logical if I'm not particularly steady? Well, it's not so much that you can't, more that you shouldn't try something that goes against who you are as a person. People will see right through it. Yeah, I figured they would. That's a lot of different, like, potentially different, dialogue. That must be a lot of, like, different branches that you had to write. That's cool. And I'm betting Sue will know if you're play acting at something you aren't. This will be a super intense identity situation, only one way through. When the time comes, you're going to have to take a stand based on your highest personality score. Ugh, not more numbers and systems. Yeah, I love that. I love little details like that. And that's like one of my favorite things to test too as a QA tester. Like, I don't know, it's fun to think of all the possible ways that your actions could change things. Especially once you get to know the game better, you're like, oh, I bet if I do this, this'll happen. And like bringing all those potential inconsistencies into line is very satisfying for me. It's for your own good, Papaya. I'm just trying to help you make decisions that will save Papayaplex, and that means being true to your spirit. And what's that mean exactly? According to my calculations, right now, your best bet for how to convince Sue is to be gutsy. You act on instinct, without fear, without caution. You're going to need to charge in there and do what you gotta do. Uh-huh. And if I don't want to take that approach? It's a bit late to change who you are as a person, Papaya. Remember, my numbers and scores only help me understand who you are. Who you are is who you've chosen to be. It's a causal relationship. But with the help of your friends, you can maybe get some ideas. Nudge things around a bit until you feel confident taking a different tactic than your usual one. Speaking of your friends, here's one now. Yeah, I do. Well, not professionally anymore, but I have something like 8+ years of professional QA experience. I've done some freelancing stuff as well, and volunteered my QA skills for a few indie games. So yeah, I'm available. Queen Bee leans up against the doorframe to the lounge, arms crossed and smirking wildly at me. It's that same smile that always manages to light a fire deep within my heart. Oh boy, hold on to your butts, because I have some news for you. I'm holding on to them tightly. What'd you find out? It's nothing I would ever do, but June and Purpur befriended Sue's friend, a child, and she gave out the goods. The information for the hideout was easy sauce. Got it right here. Queen Bee struts over to me, joining me and sitting on the couch. She wraps her arm around my shoulders, dangling a piece of paper in front of me. I reach up to collect it, and she gently places a soft kiss on my cheek. But we also scored something else. She whispers into my ear. Her warm breath tickles my skin, making it tingle. Oh, really? Ugh. I may be interested. Her real name. Her real name? Is Sue like her gamer tag or something? Nah, she's not that sly. But she is a Nami. Tsunami. Ha! Of course. Tsunami. Tsunami? We've been assuming all along that the ghost monsters who were guns for hire paid off by Deko Nami to ruin our opening day. But if Sue is actually Deko's daughter... Called it. One of these two. Hopefully she hates the old bastard. Okay, so if she's the bastard's daughter, does this change anything? Maybe she hates Deko and his almighty palace. Maybe I can convince her to stick a knife in his back if I can relate to her on her own level. But whether this makes things easier or harder, well, I'm in it now. No way out but through. Okay, this changes everything.
What the f?
Right? Like, what the bleep? That connection is a lot deeper than we imagined. Dealing with family is always a sticky situation, one that never ends well. Not to say that you'll have any trouble, Papaya. Knowing you, you'll think of a way to end this once and for all. And when you do, I want to be there. I want to watch you bathe in the blood of your enemies. I'm not gonna kill anyone, Queen Bee. Hey now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Of course you aren't. I'm just saying that I have complete confidence in you, and once you succeed, we can celebrate. Her arm moves from around my shoulder to my waist, pulling me closer. Queen Bee nuzzles into my neck, littering it with kisses, playfully nipping at it. Smoochy face! I place my hand under Queen Bee's chin, lifting her gaze to match mine and kiss her, passionately, fully. Once our lips part, I look at her lovingly. Let this day hereby be known as our day. I'll drink to that. Now I can't wait until later tonight. But what are you going to do until then? What's your plan? Do you have one yet? Iris told me I only get one chance at this, that I need to go with whatever I do best. But if I talk this through with someone, maybe I can learn a different path. Let's save here, just for fun. Wow, saved a lot. I'm open to ideas, really. How would you handle this? You want to know what I would do? Well, here's exactly what I would do.
Get wrecked.
I'd go in guns a-blazing, have my super meter ready and charged to unleash my ultimate attack. I'd execute a combo so hard it would knock her out. Sue has a competitive streak. You just need to let your confidence soar. Do some bleep talking, and she won't be able to fight against it. I mean, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'll show Sue I got the moxie to take her down. Once Sue sees my guts, and hopefully not my literal guts, she won't be able to do anything but side with me. See that? That's the passion that I fell for. I don't want to linger on this any longer. The sooner we leave, the sooner we can come back home. Standing up, she leans over me and places a kiss upon my forehead.
Later.
Holler at me when you're ready. Well, this is it. Either we sort this mess out or Papayaplex crashes and burns. Or I get, killed. I guess that's always an option, considering we're about to go confront a street gang that indirectly got me shot in the first place. I don't even want to consider the possibility of death. I'm immortal until proven otherwise. But, well, if this is the end, I should probably have some words to get with my friends before I march towards doom, if only to get their opinion on how I should approach Sue. Grabbing my crutches, I thump-swing my way out to the arcade proper to track down some folks. Teo! Where's Teo? Let's see. I've already talked with Queen Bee. Who else do I want to talk to before we leave? Teo. There's one place I just know I'm going to find Teo, and when I get there, he's already on stage, grooving to the beat. It's exactly like the day I first encountered Teo. Not a care in the world besides the BPMs and the flashing lights surrounding him. Never skip a day, do you? Even when impending doom is nigh. Even when we're about to go head-to-head with Sue. I think I might have missed a couple of days when I got the flu once. But seriously, just thinking about you facing off against Deko's daughter worried me the heck out. That's why I hopped on Showtime stage, to quell that anxiety. Dancing is a good way to clear the mind and work off any stress. Teo wipes the sweat from his brow as he hops down from the cabinet to join me on the arcade floor. Teo's carefree nature sheds and he looks me dead in the eye. Papaya, you don't realize how you've impacted us all, do you? I know it may not seem like it, but all of us have been impacted by what you've done for us and for our arcades.
Thank you.
We're all super grateful. Especially me and my crew. You've helped me grow my community of dancers and kept us from harm. Even when we tend to break the fire codes. I feel like you took the charge for that. I just provided a place for you all to play Showtime stage. Exactly! Without you, my crew... No, me. I wouldn't have been able to grow without your guidance. You taught me so much. Since I met you, you've shown that it's possible to care for others and take care of your own needs. And for that, I'm truly honored to be your friend. Ah, he's so cute when he's blushing. Yeah, I mean, this is how I feel, so let's do that one. You can't care for others if you don't care for yourself. It's true. If you can't take care of yourself, how can you be expected to take care of others? It's not fair to them, it's not fair to you. It only took cracking a couple of eggs and you showing me that can be done. Now, if only I could get those eggs back, I'd make us a victory omelet. I smile at Teo. He's always got a way to bring up the mood. And right now, I could use that brightness. Your words are comforting. But Teo, with you and everyone else counting on me, maybe I should get on the stage and dance. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't stressed. And you have every right to be. You have to find a way to convince Sue to join our side. I don't envy you right now, Papaya, not one bit. And by the way, how are you going to do that? What's the plan? I'm still trying to figure that out exactly. What would you do if you were me? Teo takes a minute to really think it over. Sue's still a teenager, right? Very much so. And what do teenagers do best? Rebel? Precisely. And how do they rebel? By doing what they want when they want. They're all about having fun. Appeal to their sense of adventure and mischief. Be sure to convince her if you act as childish as she will. Yeah, that's the kind of tomfoolery I can endorse. I'm the manager of an arcade. Of course I'm all about having a good time. If we can show her we're the better party people than her family, she might just join forces with us. Just for the heck of it. That's the spirit. No matter what happens in there, Mateo and his wily crew of dancers has always got your back. You're a part of our community after all, and a bond like that never dies. Thanks for always believing in me. No problem, my friend. Now, go up there and show them your moves. Show me your moves. Who else do I want to talk to before we leave? We may actually have to hold on to the rest until next time, but let's at least start with someone else. We'll start with Ashley, because she's my number 3. Because my voice is starting to give out, and it's about time for me to end my stream. So, we're going to save here, and I suspect that next time we'll probably finish the game. This is the final level, and it's definitely building up to a final confrontation. And I don't want to, like, go way over time and destroy my throat. Excuse me. I want to do it justice, is what I'm trying to say. Yes, I will do that. Honestly, I should have done that forever ago. I don't know why I haven't until now. Yes, I will do that. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we'll pick this up again next Tuesday, and we'll probably finish it, I'm guessing. And if we have enough time, which I suspect we might, I'll go ahead and start a second playthrough, and we'll focus on Teo for that one. I'm looking forward to that. God, I'm actually like legit enjoying this game enough that I want to play it. I want to play it like enough times that I can romance everybody. But then there's also like a million different options of like personality and stuff. Oh God, there's like so many possibilities. It's mind-boggling. No playthrough is ever going to be the same. It's great. Love it. You've outdone yourself. Okay, so we'll pick this up next week, and so cute. And yeah, so tomorrow will be Reciteer. Oh yeah, I didn't play last week because I was baking something. That's right. So Reciteer tomorrow, and business as usual next week. What am I playing on Mondays? Kyrandia 3. Kyrandia 3 on Monday, more Arcade Spirits on Tuesday, Reciteer on Wednesday. Let's find someone to raid! Who is playing something good? Always the question I ask whenever I end a stream. Let's see, let's see. There's more Persona 5 over with Nyrithia. Yogi the Monk is playing Final Fantasy 3. Let's do that. Let's do some classic Final Fantasy good times. Yeah, alright. So, have fun with some Final Fantasy 3, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Reciteer. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And, yeah, hope you had fun tonight. I sure did. Looking forward to the exciting conclusion, what I assume will be an exciting conclusion next week. Thank you, everyone. Good night!